Well, hello again, sports fans. I'm still looking for Struan's lost scanner. This will be the fourth attempt at finding it after it went down behind some trees out from our field. I've had the venture up searching on 3 missions so far, and the orange circle is the area I'll be looking at today. But so far, no luck whatsoever. I'll be flying the Quantum Venture with the high definition Mobius camera pointing down so I can analyse the video later when I get home. So it's a glorious day. It's Monday of a long weekend, and surprisingly I've got the field to myself. The Venture seems to be behaving itself again, but there still seems to be quite a bit of jello on the Mobius footage that I'll need to do something about. So I've headed straight out to the search area, and the intention is to proceed out along the original line of flight a lot further than I had previously, just to see if it's overflown the suspected crash zone. As you can see, the paddock's fairly clear, so I haven't got the camera pointing completely straight down, because I think I'll be able to see anything like the scanner from a fair distance away. But I decide I'll fly out as far as this dam and have a bit of a look around. I'll be very surprised if it's gone past this at all. As I said, I think the scanner would stand out fairly easily on this sort of terrain, so I just think I'll head over to that gully which is just ahead of me and have a bit of a cruise along that, just in case it somehow dropped down in there. But I'm not very hopeful of finding it out here. Well, there's nothing that stands out on the monitor so far, but in the interest of thoroughness I decide to point the Mobius straight down and do another circuit and hope that something that I missed turns up on the Mobius footage when I get home. So I'm at a bit of a loss. I really don't want to go over the same ground I'd covered earlier, so I decide I'll go up to the side of the hill and try and cover a bit more of the undergrowth that's up there. I'm still a bit suspicious of this dam, but there's doesn't seem to be any debris floating on the top at all, so it's probably not in there. So the battery warning indicator has started to flash, so I start heading back towards home, and I'm not even bothering to look at the downward footage. I'll wait till I get home to have a look at that. But yes, as I said, I'm at a bit of a loss. So the venture makes it home yet again in one piece, so that's a pleasing aspect. So about an hour and a half later, I decide I'll have one more shot with a high altitude run over the area, maybe something will show up in the panorama. So I head off again. I notice on the way that the drilling rig has gone into action. The truck has put the drill up vertically and there's activity around it, so I decide I've got to steer clear of those and head across the creek much closer and start gaining some more serious altitude. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but now that I'm looking at the footage, I'm not so confident that I'd be able to spot an aeroplane-sized object being on the ground from here. Still, maybe somebody out there's got more sophisticated video gear than I have, and they can magnify it. So I try to cover roughly the same ground that I did in the earlier flight. The Venture actually starts playing up a little bit. It doesn't seem to want to hold its position in GPS mode for some reason or other. So I figure I've done enough and may as well head off home and call it a day. So it doesn't look like it'll be too long before the bore's back in action and we can start watering our landing strip again. So for some reason the Venture's doing a fair bit of drifting and the landing was a bit difficult. I was quite happy just to get it down on the ground in one piece, so that's just something else I'll have to look into. So as far as the search goes, I must admit I'm at a bit of a loss. So I really can't think of anywhere else to look. So unless somebody is able to spot something on the footage that I have missed, I think I might have to call it a day.